Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa Mode. Before we get into it, I'd like to ask you all to please like, subscribe, and leave any comments you have for me down in the comments below. In addition, check out the description where you have links to my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. Twitter, of course, for updates on when things like videos are posted or when we're live with live streams. Twitch for live streams that are on a schedule that is still TBD at the moment, but by the time this video comes out, will probably be decided. You can check that out probably over on my Twitter or over on my Twitch, of course. And then finally, you can check out the Discord where you can hang out and chat with other people doing mod packs like this as we try to build a community of people to help when you're having trouble. Yep, that's about it. Now let's get into what you actually came to see. So, before we get into it, I'd like to show you, and before I show my inventory, because there's kind of some spoilers in there. For the... I started working on the KS course last time, so I should probably begin with. It was the actual cells that I was using, even though they were pulled out from EMC, so they should have been completely clean of MBT tags and stuff and metadata. They somehow had some tags on them, so I had to throw those ones away and craft new ones. So now we have brand new creative energy cells. We have brand new creative energy cells made from some dense energy cells that we had to craft. So that fixed that for me. And other than that, last time, or in between episodes, I worked on getting the KS course to get the stuff together to make the KS course. And what I ended up with is, first of all, I've replaced all of our runes. We now have just a bunch of augmented capacity, speed, and displacement. The displacement ones let you input stuff in to the altar faster and pull stuff out faster, because the problem you run into with wanting to use, as I have set up, a creative fluid tank full of life essence just pumping in to keep your altar full so you don't have to sit and set up some kind of mob killer or something that will take care of this for you, is that it inputs very slowly until you start upgrading them with these displacement runes. So I have a bunch of these displacement runes. I put in some augmented capacity just so that we have some substantial storage upgrade. I will say, when you put these in, before you even put these displacement runes in, even though this inputs slowly, it won't input at all if you, and I don't know if this is a bug or if it's intentional, but if you have capacity, just plain capacity runes, these ones, runes of capacity, it will not let you input through a pipe at all. So you have to use augmented capacity if you want to use capacity runes to increase the storage capabilities. And I highly suggest a lot of displacement runes because it's very slow. Even with this many runes, I think if I put a stack of blank slates in here to make all the way up to the tier runes we needed for this project, which is the ethereal ones, which is like the max tier, the tier 6 runes, or tier 6 slates, it would not probably work. It probably would drain to the point where it would no longer be working. It would actually be losing progress. So with that said, I did finish off all of our blank slates all the way up to those like the highest tier ones. In addition, I did finally set up the creative ember source with our ember system. It's just like a big embers battery essentially, except it's infinite. So I have that set up so that it'll fill this beam cannon to do our exchange table for like the crafting of, I think they're called flame shields or something along those lines. And I found a way to ensure we have just enough of the ash in each of these pedestals. You just I'm using impulse item ducts. It doesn't really matter what item ducts you use. Just ducts you can use the retrievers on, and you can set the number of an item you want in the inventory, which is nice. So I have that all set up to an export bus attached to a chest to keep it full of ash, and then it just keeps it to the point you want. And then I have, this is just a timer that's on a delay of 500 seconds, 500 ticks, sorry, not seconds. That essentially means that this only fires once for every single craft. Like, it's delayed enough to not fire before the craft is over. So yeah, that's how I have that set up. And that allowed me to, in between episodes, get everything together to finish off the Chaos Catalyst. In case you didn't already notice, I had a bunch in my inventory, which is why I didn't want to show my inventory until now. But this is the very last one. I will say the hardest items to get in here probably were these flame barriers. They were just annoying to craft. I found a way around the Amber Star issue with the resin, rather than going into the Erebus to get it. If you get balsam, not this one that's resinless, but the one with resin in it, is EMCable. So I have infinite amounts of this. You just pull it out, and if you break it, you get the resin that you would get it normally. So that's a way around that, in case you have that problem when you guys get to this point. And other than that, everything else is pretty simple. I did the singularities in the way I always do them, which you probably have seen 1,000 times. But if you haven't, if you put a sink, which has water in it, it's an infinite water source, on, and you put a fluid laser, relay, these are from actually additions, on it, and link it up to this one and set them to the proper mode. So this one needs to be constantly pulling from this inventory, and this one needs to be constantly pushing fluid into this inventory. It will instantly fill up with singularities. I don't want to make too many, but I'll, for example, this. It's near instant stack of singularities, and I'll just leave this stack in there. But yeah, that's a relatively simple setup. I think you probably will have seen it before. It's a pretty common way of doing that, but that's how I did it. So now we just need our last Chaos Catalyst. Oh, also, when you're doing this, don't make the mistake I did. I pulled, so these are EMCable, so you can just pull them out by EMC. But if you only need one of each to craft as many of these as you want. So don't pull out a bunch thinking you need them all, because then you'll end up filling your inventory when you try to craft, and it's a waste of your time. Alright, so now we have all our Chaos Catalysts. Now it's time to get our Chaos Ingots. This should be 9. Yes, exactly 9. And that should complete a quest. Possibly. It may be that you need a stack to complete the quest. I don't remember. Nope, I completed it. So now we're down to these 2 overpowered items. Or, creative items. But before we do anything for those, let's get a wand of animation, and we need a mob imprisonment tool. And, oh, we need a block of stone to fix that stone. Jeez, that's being a pain. Stone. There we go. Oops. We'll just leave some stone on us in case we need it later. And let's craft up. I think this should just be craftable like this. I guess not. So, ingots. The uses for these. Oh, can these not be turned into a block? Shit. Well, that's gonna be a problem. An unforeseen problem at that. Well, I guess, how many do we need for this? So we need to make a lot more chaos ingots. Let me just check something before we jump to conclusions here. Maybe it can be, nope, it doesn't even go in there. That sucks a lot. So, actually, I may have a way around this I didn't think about. Chaos. What are the uses for this? Oh, that makes that. Okay. Not what I thought it made. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need a lot more of those chaos ingots. So I guess so we need 36 chaos ingots to make these, and 18 chaos ingots for this. So let's just do the math before I go off and do this. Clear. 36 plus 18. Oops. I did a lot of very weird math. Plus 18. 54. And then we can do that times how many? 54. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's 540. 594. So we need 594 of these, not those, chaos catalysts. Well, guess we're not done. So, yeah, I'll be back, I guess, in a little bit once I've made up 594 of those ingots. Oof. Actually, it's more than that because we need enough to make the chaos planks. So let me fix that math. So we needed 54 plus 2, 3, 4, 8. 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 times 9. 14 times 9. 54. 180 ingots times 11. We need 1980 chaos cores. Or chaos catalysts, sorry. Yeah, so that's going to be something we need to look at and figure out how we're going to go about doing, because just manually crafting 1980 of those is not feasible. So, back to the drawing board, I guess. Be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. I have not gotten all of the chaos catalysts for these chaos ingots. It's going to be quite a process. I have started setting up a little bit of what we're going to need to do. We're going to need a lot. I'm thinking I'm going to put in another floor below what we currently have and use that as the location for all the automation stuff we're going to need to set up to fill these drawers with all the items needed for these chaos catalysts, so we can autocraft chaos ingots to get the 1,000 something we need of them, of the catalysts. It's like 100 and something ingots, so that we can finish off. Oh, I forgot to turn off the magnet on this. Oops. So I'm picking up draconium dust that should have been picked up by this system. Yeah, so that's the plan when it comes to that. I've also taken all the limiters off. I mean, these lights are still here, but the actual redstone cable that was telling these that they needed to turn off is gone now. So they're just being fed continuously, which means all our singularities are slowly ticking up. I've added some storage space in our singularity storage now, so it should tick up until it fills this. I mean, it'll tick past that, but once it's filled these, we should be at a point where we can make all the singularities we're going to need for this process. And the jade ones, of course, are still being stored in the system because they don't. If they were in here, then it would autofill and craft constantly. Though, with the current situation, we might think about just letting it continuously craft with as many as it has and throw a jade singularity storage in there. Other than that, with my hopes of getting all of this crafting done today dashed, I figure we might as well get some quests done, since we can't really progress in here until we get all those chaos ingots together, other than making these tools, and it's not super impactful to make these tools right now. I don't want to tackle this today. This tab will probably be a lot of off-camera stuff while I'm working on this system, but I do have a tab that I think we can, if not complete, get very close to done today. And that, where is it at? I can't find it now. Oh, Kappa, there it is. So this is pretty much these 4 machines. These solars are actually not very hard. And we might actually get to use our combination crafter, and these are all EMCable. I should actually, let me grab a tablet. And see what our EMC is looking like. 70p is still substantial. It's not really gone down much, so we should be fine for now. If it starts to go down, then we'll of course take care of that, but it's not currently, so I'm not concerned. So yeah, let's get into doing what's left in Kappa. So I want to start by doing the machinery that's left in Kappa. Fluid enricher, fusion reactor core, those are copper and silver. I can't believe I haven't done that. That's super easy. So let's start with those quests and see how many of those we can get done in the time we have left. So this super cool. We probably need plating. What do these ultimate elite platings require? What don't I have for that? I guess I don't have calcium. Okay, so maybe that one won't be done today. We can. I think we might want to start with this piece. It's just literally copper and silver. How much does the quest want us to have? So let's grab some copper. So it was 3 to 1. So if we grab, if we pull 32 out of this, or 16 out of this stack, and then pull 16 silver. A lot of different versions of silver in this pack. This should do the trick. Please don't make bronze. There, it does make the right alloy. Good. And that should be perfect. Perfectly proportioned. This lithium manganese dioxide. I think we have lithium and manganese. We definitely have that. Manganese. How do you get manganese dioxide? Oxygen in a with manganese dioxide. or manganese oxide. Okay. So that one, again, I'm going to have to do off camera, but let's make the advanced plating and we can get some of these done. If I can spell advanced. It's harder than you think, guys. It's harder than you think. Let's just make 100 advanced plating. We should have all the stuff for this. I put in a P when I meant to put an S. So there's the fluid, the supercooler, and the neutron radiator. These should all be easily craftable. I think this is mostly EMCable except for the plating. Okay, so we made some progress. And might as well. For some reason, glass panes are not EMCable. Glass. Where's regular glass? Just need regular glass. Jeez. Gonna have to do at Minecraft to get to it. There we go. All right. Well, I think the solars I'm gonna get. I'm sorry for all the dinging. I think I'm gonna get those set up to autocraft, and then I'll autocraft those to take care of those. So we are making some progress on some quests. I think in between episodes, I'm going to try to get the automation for these chaos cores fully set up. And other than that, we're going to definitely get auto crafting set up for like what's left of these solar things that need to be done. There's really not that much. And then next time we can probably, these are all autocraft, or not autocraft, these are all just needing to be crafted. I have all the stuff for them. And we'll quickly craft through those. And I'll try and get some of this, what is this, crystal calcium sulfate. Yeah, but this time we did get some chaos ingots, but not as many as we needed. So I'm going to leave it there with that, and we'll see you guys next time. You're free to leave. Still hanging out looking at the grayish, bluey ingot thing floating? Really? Go home. Good night, guys.